Hey fellas, what's up? I'm just checking out my new place. It's almost done. The carpet's in, everything else, which is exciting. However, it got me thinking about an idea. Whether you're talking about, buying a house, getting into a new relationship, taking a risk with your business, stepping into a new program, hiring a coach, whatever the case might be, there's always a fair amount of fear, especially if you're getting out of your comfort zone, right? And so an idea that I had is something I heard just recently on a podcast that I was listening to. The question is, are you being pulled by your vision or pushed by your pain? And so my thought in that regard is like, man, I was literally thinking about it as I was falling asleep the other night. It's like, do I do so many things in my life that are driven by my need to, find my own significance or my own self-worth? Because once I achieve something, then I will feel like I've been successful in that regard, right? Whereas if you've ever listened to Eckhart Tolle, when he talks about in his new earth, like that's just the ego again that shows up, and it's all about completing itself. Like once I get here, then I'll be happy, or once I achieve that, then I'll feel peace or get freedom, financial freedom. Like so much of my thoughts, especially with my business and future family and all those things, my health, is a lot of times scarcity based. I'm just going to be honest. It's fear based, and it's like I'm being pushed by my pain. And I know, though, the more I see people that are hugely successful, and I think Eric Thomas mentioned this on a YouTube video. I saw him the other day. If you don't know ET, check him out. But he's like, if you can just stay in the wheelhouse of your realm of genius and your gifts, if you can just give your gifts to the world, that's where you can find a vision that's compelling enough that's going to pull you into greatness than feeling like you're being pushed in the back away from your pain, right? And I'll tell you, and being completely honest, when I saw Tony Robbins, and it kind of woken in me like, I hate my job, I need to get out of this. I was married at the time, but I was so scared to let go of that paycheck, but I eventually decided to. But I had no idea what I was going to do. I didn't even have a vision of what I could create. I just knew, again, that staying, in kind of in the past was, or being propelled by the past, thinking about I'm trying to drive forward while looking in my rearview mirror was so ineffective that something had to change, right? So in that regard, I decided to make a move, and I was like, you know what? Screw it. Like, this is the pain of me being or remaining who I was enough pain for me to say, you know what? I have to be willing to be pushed by the pain of what I don't want to be and start focusing on creating a vision. And it's taken, man, a decade to get more and more clarity. So you have to also know that it's not going to come overnight, but you got to start at some point. If you're not happy, you got to start. You got to start stepping forward with just even the first step, which is a lot of times what I feel like we're doing just even at the meeting events that we're doing every single month. It's just one little step forward. That's all you got to look at. Is like the next step, the next rung of a ladder, and just go from there, rather than thinking that you've got to be so far. You got to go from 0 to 100, or you've got to go from not knowing how to play baseball to being a professional athlete tomorrow. Like, there's just no way that you're going to do that. It's just not how life works. So anyways, the question is, are you in your day-to-day pulled by your vision or pushed by your pain? It's something to think about, because I'm honestly, like, I do a lot of things that are vision-based, but I'm still driven a lot by pain. And it's a sobering fact, but something that I know, that I'm aware of. And I'm just each time I go into fear or pain, that sort of thing, I just have to focus on creating that vision that's even more compelling and more visceral, so I can take that action into it. So I hope that helps. I hope that resonates. Hope you guys are doing awesome. Looking forward to seeing you on Monday night at the next meeting of men at the Boiler Room. We'll see you guys there. Later.